Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Thoughts of a Rambling Mind. As you know, I only make videos when I find something intriguing, and of course, I'm intrigued. So this video today is going to be about Terence Crawford's and Errol Spence's final 15 fights. Now, I'm aware that they have different length careers, as Terence Crawford has about 9 fights and 4 years ahead of Errol Spence's career. However, we would like to compare their accomplishments up until this point. So without further ado, let's check it out.
I'm a way better fighter than Terence Crawford. Who has he fought? And how many fights he got? 30-some fights? You know what I'm saying? Like I said, he's a great fighter, things like that, but you can't put him to me.
Terence Crawford's 24th fight took place in June of 2014. He just defeated Ricky Burns, and his first defense was against none other than Yuriokis Gamboa with an impressive record of 23-0. He would become Crawford's first of many notable undefeated fighters that he would dominate in years to come. In this first group of 5 fights, all of Crawford's opponents are plus 20 fighters, including 2 championship fights for vacant belts against Ray Beltran, who he met November 2014, and Thomas Delorme, who he met April of 2015. This represents a significant step up in experience and caliber opponent Bud has faced. Spence's 16th fight occurred September 11th, 2015, against Chris Van Heerden with a record of 23-1-1. This first group of fighters were all 20-plus fighters, with the exception of Samuel Vargas, a solid, reputable fighter with a 21-1 record, but only a plus 19 surplus. At this point in both fighters' career, they are only facing winners, so the win ratio will have to distinguish between them. Crawford's next fight was against yet another noteworthy, undefeated fighter for the vacant WBC belt, Victor Postal, who had a record of 28-0 when they met in July of 2016. He is one of 3 undefeated fighters, along with unified champion Julius Ndongo, who he met August 2017 with a record of 22-0. This defeat made Terence Crawford an undisputed champion. The next notable name who fought was Jeff Horn, who was fresh off his win over Manny Pacquiao and was now a champion in his first title defense, and that would be against Terence Crawford. Spence's next set of 5 fights has 1 sub-20 but solid fighter, Chris Algieri, 1 plus 20 fighter by the name of Alejandro Becerra, and 3 plus 30 fighters, including a reigning champion, Kell Brook, who he met on May 2017, where he defeated Brook to become welterweight champion of the world. His fight against Leonard Bundu in August of 2016 marked yet another increase in level of competition he would be facing from this point on. Terence Crawford's final fights represent, in my opinion, Crawford's Hall of Fame run. With 2 solid plus 20 undefeated fighters, Jose Benavidez Jr. with a record of 27-0, and Egidijus Kavaliauskas with a record of 21, 0 losses, and 1 draw. And 2 plus 30 legends and future Hall of Famers, Amir Khan and Kell Brook, with Sean Porter rounding it off as a plus 20 fighter. Errol Spence's final 5 fights were much more of the same. He dominated the undefeated 39-0 Mikey Garcia, who came up in weight to challenge the much bigger man. With 2 plus 20 fighters, 1 was undefeated, Carlos Ocampo, with 22 wins, no losses, and Yordenis Ugas, who he won his last title from in April of 2022, making Errol Spence unified champion in the welterweight division. For those of us that are true connoisseurs of the sport. We are familiar with all the talking points that put asterisks on these opponents, from Kell Brook being broken to Kenny Porter stopping Sean. But if we stay out of the weeds, we can see clearly Terence Crawford has had the more esteemed career on paper and has been terrorizing every division he's been in since he started.
A lot of stuff is smoke and mirrors. That's what Bob Earl do. Bob Earl do a lot of smoke and mirrors. It's a lot of smoke and mirrors with him, and that's how it is with Terence Crawford.
Yeah, really, I don't want to watch him bumble clot no more. Put my trust in him, now in the lose.
These are my thoughts of a rambling mind. Like, share, subscribe, and comment. I read and reply to all comments down in the comment section. And I'm out.